Hey guys, welcome back, John Megacycle here, an episode of Warcraft 2, and I've gotten quite a few requests to do the campaign mode. I'll be straight honest with you, never did the campaign mode. I've never done the campaign mode in Warcraft. No, I did the campaign mode completely in Warcraft 1. Maybe I only did half of Warcraft 2? But it's like one of those games that, like, when I got it with my friends, we just did, like, skirmishes and like, those kinds of missions and stuff. We never did the campaign. So this go-round, it's going to be me doing the campaign, and yeah, there's been enough people asking for it. I thought it was well worth it. This is one of those games, absolutely iconic, classic, has a very, very near and dear spot in my heart. When Warcraft 2 came out, and then subsequently StarCraft, it just felt like such a leap. Like, even with the first Warcraft to Warcraft 2, it really felt like such a quantum jump, and... oh, demo, awesome. Oh, I forgot about this. No, you guys go ahead, I'll wait. I'm not in a rush. Those humans must be upgraded to all hell. Oh, no, the orcs have better tactical positioning. They can throw way more hammers than those elves. Now see on the left side where there's that obvious blockage? There, see there's still like two guys that can't shoot. Same thing on the right, there's two footmen that could have easily been put to good use. Alright, we're not watching the intro. But anyway, what the crap was I saying? Like, Command & Conquer Generals was a game I never played the campaign for, and whatever, but yeah, another very iconic game right here. So single player, new campaign. Oh my goodness, let's start with the Orcs. Ooh.
Horde is preparing to launch an assault against the mainland of Lordaeron. Orgrim Doomhammer, war chief of the Orcish hordes.
Orgrim Doomhammer. Holy crap, that's an awesome name.
To establish a small outpost on Lordaeron's southern shores. To secure the Zul'Dare region as Doomhammer demands, you will need to
just
construct a
again Doomhammer.
several farms to feed your troops. Your success may help us determine the extent of the pathetic human defenses and what resistance they can offer against our forces.
Okay, I take it back. This does seem very familiar. I do believe I've played some of these missions. I know the storyline, so I'm not going to spoil it. I want you guys to enjoy it, but I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, this sounds familiar. Great. 4 farms and a barracks. Get to work. And as always, I gotta shut this crap off. Fog of War is such a pain in the butt to deal with. Not a lot of room. This is how a lot of the intro missions work, which makes sense. Teach you the interface, get you a little more familiar with how the game runs. A couple of loose troops around. I like to weed them out if I can early. So we'll just do a little bit of exploring, get a little bit of this cleaned up. Whoever's first. Nope, I missed completely. Hey, how you doing? John Megacycle here. I need a farm. Oh, yeah, so what was I saying earlier? Oh, yeah. The jump from Warcraft to Warcraft 2, quantum leap. Absolutely amazing jump. Warcraft 1 was very playable, but oh my gosh, it was slow. When I got to Warcraft 2 and started playing it, it was like, I can never play Warcraft 1 ever again. Because this is so smooth. It's like, how do you explain it? Like, how do you explain the difference? It's like, I don't know, it's like drinking skim milk your whole life. And skim milk is very, it's watered down, a lot of the fat is removed and whatever from the milk. And then you start drinking 2% milk. And it's like, oh my god, this stuff tastes like cream. Like, it's such a difference. It's still milk. It's milk is milk is milk, whatever, but it just tastes so different. And this is how this really was to me. I don't know. It's like drinking, or eating something. It's like eating, I don't know. Eating bad beef or something, or just like really cheap beef or something your whole life, and then it's like, here's a steak, and you're like, what the hell's a steak? I've never heard of a steak. And you eat the steak, and it's like, what is this? This is tender, it's delicious, it's seasoned, I love it. Like, I'm not really a steak guy, if I'm honest. I'm a real, I don't know. I eat pretty cheap. College probably broke me I'm not one of those fancy hoity-toities that's like, oh, I only enjoy the finest of wines and the most sparkling of waters. Like, it's not like that at all. Very practical, down-to-earth kind of guy. But anyway, like, I mean, there was such a culture difference. And I will say culture difference because the way the units move, the way you interfaced with the game, the way the game played, everything was such a leap. And that's what really drew me to Warcraft 2. And like I said, I could never play Warcraft, the original Warcraft, ever again. It was one of those things that's burned into my brain even to this day. And I sometimes feel that way about StarCraft. StarCraft 1, and then StarCraft 2, what was it, like 13 years later? I want to say 13 years later. I could be totally wrong about that, but it felt like such a long time. And then StarCraft 2 comes out, and it's like, it's faster, it's cleaner, the interface is amazing. It's like such a good jump. And the same thing I felt with like Command and Conquer. Like so let me explain. There's a lot of sequels and prequels to sequels and everything you're gonna get and you're gonna play as a player, and you're gonna be like the first one was better or whatever. But in the heyday of the gaming industry, when stuff was really starting to form out and gaming was starting to actually become a culture, when it was actually, you know, a culture, if like you're a gamer, that's actually a culture-defining moment because not a lot of people knew what recreational gaming was, or professional gaming wasn't even a thing. Yeah, so when you really talk about it and you're like, what was the original Command & Conquer like? I'll play the crap out of that campaign. I played those campaigns in and out a billion times, no problem. I loved the Command & Conquer campaigns. But then in the same regard, it's like when you play Command & Conquer 2, it felt like such a leap. It was such a good thing. It wasn't the same system. It wasn't the same everything, and they just rinsed and repeated the whole thing. Like, pick another... What's a game that you could play the first one and the second one, and it feels like almost the exact same game? Maybe Borderlands? I've got absolutely no hatred to Borderlands. Love Borderlands. But that's almost one of those games that's like, kill a bunch of dudes, level up, get a different skill, get better weapons. I get it. Rinse, repeat. Got it. No problem. The mysticism isn't lost on me. I understand. No big deal. But it's like games way back in the day, like the internet wasn't so prevalent. So games were ready the second they hit the shelf, and they were workable and they were good. There was no such thing as day one patches. There was no such thing as, oh, we forgot to include money or something, so we day one patch and it's 10 gigs. That didn't exist. Then when a game was done and it hit the shelf and it was burnt to disc or CD or floppy or whatever, that was it. That's the only sunshine that game's ever gonna get. There's no updates, there's no patches, there's no DLCs. That was the golden age, baby. You paid $20 for a game, that's it. You bought the game. There's no buts about it. It was tested, it was workable, it was definitely playable. So I don't know, just one of those things. Maybe a bit of nostalgia, but you got a little taste of the real Johnny Man in this episode of our first Orcish mission campaign, Doomhammer. And that's mission accomplished, yeah? 4 farms and a barracks, I thought. There we go. Yeah, victory. I'm not gonna save the game. Hey, you shut up about that. Yeah, I murdered the crap out of everybody.
Our spies report that a band of human soldiers have captured a war party led by Troll Commander Zuljin and have taken them to a secret prison near the township of Hillsbrad. Seeing an opportunity to place these captives in debt to the Horde, Doomhammer sends you to ransom Zuljin and his trolls and return them to their own encampment nearby. The war chief believes that this raid upon the unsuspecting prison will strike terror into the hearts of those who would dare resist the Horde.
Well, the irony is I'm not going to strike terror into anyone if I'm going to just murder them. It's almost like saying sending a messenger or receiving a messenger. Or someone comes to your house and says, I deliver to you, John Megacycle, a message. And it's like, alright, what is it? And, hey, I wasn't done lecturing here. You settle your butt. And it's like, alright, what's the message? And it's like, the mafia boss has killed your brother. Or something. And it's like, well, send him a message. Then I will be coming for him. And then shooting the messenger in the face. It's like, alright, You didn't really prove a point. The messenger's freaking dead. I mean, we didn't really get anywhere. Or campaign. C-A-P-A-I-N-G. Campaign? We're running with that. If that's not how you spell it, I don't care. Okay, what am I wasn't even paying attention. Rescue, return. That's just murder. I mean, I speak orc. That's just murder. Do I have to shut off the frickin'... Okay, good. Fog of War stays off. Everyone together. You guys all spread out does me zero good. Is there a back entrance over here? Okay, no there isn't. Good. And look at that. I don't have enough food because I have too many stupid troops. We're going to build our farms over here. That's one thing I really loved about Command & Conquer versus Warcraft is the ability to sell structures. This I would sell immediately. This is a logistic nightmare. Actually, if I could build a great hall right here, there's enough gold in there. That's enough of a reason for me to move the dumb thing. Anyway. Rant over. Get him. Get that foot soldier. You. Get him. There we go. Actually, should split you up into crews. Nope. Okay, hang on. Okay, H doesn't work. Oh, H is probably hold position or something. Oh. I was really hoping it was going to be home like in Command & Conquer or whatever, but that's okay. So, why 2 crews instead of 1 full party? Because then... There we go. This way I can actually do this and walk around and attack. We can maximize our damage. That's just a scout tower, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, bust in. There we go. Maximum damage. I like how a bunch of my troops are just idiots. So come over here. Let's shut off his line of sight. Knowledge is power. Absolutely. And if he can see what I'm up to, that's bad news. Now, if I remember, I think I can just attack walls, right? Heck yeah, I can. That's working. And I think there's orchestral music. Ta-da! When I recover my new troops. Get in there. Just bust them. Get in. Get in. There we go. Better command ability. That's why we separate the groups. You. Right in there, please. Can you reclaim our troops? Ta-da! Yep, okay. I remember that right. 3 of you just go right home. You're nothing special. Right? Slightly better range, slightly better sight. Whoop-de-doo. You're no Jim Raynor, so settle down. I wonder if that's just it. If that was the whole mission. Or I have to return him to a camp, right? I didn't know if that was just something that was implied or something I actually had to do. Sounds like it's something I actually have to do. Why do I always keep giving move orders? Is because it means I'm actively paying attention to what's going on. So if ever, maybe it's OCD or ADD or whatever, but I mean, you'll see exactly what I mean when I just keep giving move orders like this. I like to be in 100% control, and if there's any time my troops can deal more damage because I'm paying attention, I would rather take advantage of that. Let's just spread out a little bit here, give it a second for everyone to catch up. Oh gosh, now I have way more troops. Now I have way less food. If I knew... I guess I knew that was going to be the case. I guess I'm just an idiot sometimes. Come on, there's a third. Just get in there, don't care. Okay, is there a hidden trap here someone can just wean right into my base? I think it's important to take 5 seconds and figure out where my exploits are. Okay, it is an opening. Not that big of a deal, though. You guys are doing that. You guys lead. You guys follow. Also, this helps with the more basic pathfinding. The pathfinding isn't nearly as sophisticated in these earlier games, so me giving multiple orders is actually saving a lot of time on pathfinding. Instead of a unit being like, oh, I can't go that way, it's blocked, and then going around, I'm giving these orders often enough that it makes it, you know, gives them priority. That way they can't be confused because I'm actively guiding them. Is this... I'm sure I'm just going to find a few more foot soldiers and this is going to be the end of it, yeah? Ta-da! Ooh, give me the farm. 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 More farm? More farm? No? Okay. Well, this will be easy. Oh, get this. And get this. Oh, okay, well. Hey, I gave you guys a move order. See, this is exactly what I mean. The pathfinding. So pathfinding really is, let me give you an explanation. Pathfinding is, you have a unit, a mob, a vehicle, an infantry, an aircraft, pick a thing, whatever. How does that unit get to where you told it to go? And the pathfinding here is still primitive. It just hits this force and says, I can't get there. What it should be asking is, what is a legal path? This is an illegal path. So, the orders that should be given by the game should be, move here, then move here, then move here, then move here, then move here, and then move here, and then move here, and then here's your destination. Those are the kinds of things the UI and the game itself should just handle for me. But, like I said, in these early games, pathfinding... See, look at this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's good pathfinding. This path is blocked. I told them to go here. Not a legal path. They figured it out. Well, 5 of them did. There we go. So that's the trick behind the pathfinding. Is I can't tell you how many games, like, especially General 0 Hour, where there's been times where I've been so aggravated because I'm working with a bunch of artillery and the path is blocked. So the artillery unit goes the long way around, tries to circumvent to try to find a way to get to the destination, and it ends up in the middle of the enemy base and just dies. Yeah, that's freaking frustrating. So it's important, this little bit here I'm demonstrating is maybe more micromanagement than anything, but it still stands to point. You gotta make sure you understand, with any game, the limitations of the game, the capabilities of the game, make sure that you can work with those limitations or whatever, but, you know, mission accomplished. We got our trolls right here. Everybody? Did I get 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 everybody? Hey! Thank you! Oh, come on! Dude, Doomhammer should be so happy. I've had no losses. Oh, I guess I did lose a grunt. Dang it. Ah, whatever.
In preparation for a final strike on Hillsbrad, the War Chief directs you to begin construction of facilities for the Orcish Armada near the South Shore region. Zul'jin and his trolls, eager to take revenge upon the humans who imprisoned them, have agreed to aid the Horde by supplying axe throwers and destroyers to assist in defending your South Shore operation. A shipyard must be constructed in order to build our wave riders, and you will need much of the black liquid known as oil to build your fleet. Our assault on Hillsbrad cannot begin until your task is completed.
I'm gonna say it right now, you sound like an angry Kermit the Frog. I'm serious. I'm sorry. You sound like just an angry Kermit the Frog. Alright, save or campaign. Yep. Okay, what have I got here? Murder. Thank you. Get that done with. Okay, so we have destroyers. Awesome. I would love to. Pretty soon I want to start pissing off some units. Once this farm is complete, get a couple more peons going on, I'm going to start pissing off my units. And I think I mentioned this before in a different video. The WAV files for the audio clips are literally pissed 1, pissed 2, it literally is pissed off. I know the phrase pissed isn't really appropriate, but I mean, that's what it's actually called. I'll go find the files. Let's do a little bit of scouting. I don't want to pick fights with anyone I'm not ready for. Holy crap, 105,000? Holy craps. That's awesome. Okay.
Who wants to sing?
Uh-oh.
Ready to work?
Arg? Question mark? I'm not too sure. Question mark? Oh. I think I already cheesed off the peons and the grunts.
You got me? Who do you want to kill? I got axe for you.
I got axe for you.
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh, there's the one. Say hello, my little friend.
You got me? Okay.
Okay, alright. Alright, let's do some scouting with you. You guys have better sight. Right? Sight 5, sight 4. Yeah, not by much, but still. Maybe I should explain the actual pieces of the explanation here. I don't think I ever have, so let's do that. Let me just... Oh, craps. Oh, craps. Get over here. Run. Run, 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 run. Run, 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 run. Now get in there. That was a little poorly managed by me. Take the guy with armor. The grunts have the armor. So, let's go through some of these specs here real quick. Health, obviously. Right here, 45 out of 60. Armor, I'm assuming is how much damage they will just nullify off the top. That's armor. When they take a hit, their shield, their chest piece, their leggings, their whatever is actually absorbing 2 of the damage before they personally do. Damage is on a scale roll range system, however you want to explain this, so 2 to 9. Each swipe could deal anywhere from 2 damage to 9 damage, anywhere in between. Range is fairly self-explanatory. Grunts are melee characters. They can only hit what's right in front of them, so their range is 1. If we click on the axe thrower, his range is 4. There you go. Sight is how far they can see. Speed is how far they can run. These two guys have the exact same speed. They should keep up with each other quite nicely. The peons are also speed 10. Heavier units, like boats... Oh, I guess a lot of things have speed 10. Weird. I thought I'd see a bit of a disparity there, but that's okay. But different units have different speeds. It's just something to pay attention to. Wizards later on, the orc mages. What else? The Doom Riders, the Doom Wizards. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but they'll have different speeds as well. So I wouldn't mind a barracks, because I'm assuming some sort of landfall will occur shortly. Lumber is one of those resources that takes a while for us to get ready, so it's important that we try to jumpstart that economy as quickly as we can. Let's get a few in here. And what else can I build? Okay, I can build a lumber mill. We'll build the lumber mill next, then we'll go right back to farming. Not enough food, that's fine. We're just gonna sit back for a minute here, let the whole business just catch up. I'm quite confident, if I remember this mission, there is some form of landfall that will occur. And by that I mean, I'm assuming they will come to me and make a beachhead on my base. And there's the 400 I needed. Build lumber mill. There's fine. As long as it's not interrupting the path between me and my gold, I don't care. Now you notice I'm not really doing a whole lot more exploring because I'm kinda undergunned here. I've only got my grunt and my axe thrower. Both are a little damaged. Let's do a little more exploration with the destroyer. I don't want to go super far, because if I'm met by other, what are they, elvish destroyers? Dwarven warships? I don't even know. I don't want to be outmanned with just the one, but these guys will do a lot of damage against these light infantry. Especially considering they're level 1, they're not sitting on a ton of armor. Can you get him? Here's another explanation about pathfinding. Can you move one more in? How about one more? There you go, you got it, buddy. Save me a whole lot of manpower. Just what I can do with this warship. And we got more gold, 12,000. That should be more than enough to finish this mission. This is a resource mission anyhow, so I'm not super worried about it. Alright, that gives us better lumber production. I wouldn't mind a few more grunts. Farms, right. I remember. Let's just keep going, see what we see.
Ahoy! Ahoy! I would love to.
This island formation looks mildly suggestive. That's all I'm going to say about that. Thank you. You can do amazing things with a navy. It all really depends on the map. You're not even going to do anything? I think he can actually attack me. But I guess he just doesn't wanna. Cool. That takes care of that. I wouldn't mind about 2 more grunts. Who said that? No, you thought your work was complete. You got so much more to do, boyo. We can do axe throw upgrade. Yep, I want at least 2 more grunts. I don't like using my peons as cannon fodder, but in a situation like this where I might have to, if landfall were to occur, that's really the only option I have. Throw all my peons at it if I lose my army. So I don't like throwing my economy into the wind like that, so I'd much rather just be ready for it. Alright, warship. Let's go all the way around this way. It's going to clean up a bunch of area. Now, I'm going to wait till I have maybe 2 more warships, and then we'll do something else about it. Can this get upgraded? No, it can't. I need a blacksmith for the upgrade, I think. If memory serves, I think that's how that went down. So another farm. I usually like to have 1 peon, like, constantly building farms. And 1 more. Oh, I had the 2. Okay, so that was the 3 I originally ordered, but that's okay. Or that I originally wanted. Why not? Let's upgrade axe throwing. Wow, shipyards take a while, but they have a good amount of hit points. They have almost... Yeah, okay, I do remember. They have almost as many hit points as the Great Hall, which is 1,200. Shipyard's 1,100. Barracks is only 800. So this is a really heavy structure. I need an oil tanker. This reminds me so much of KK&D. I just want to... I don't know. Giggle? Probably giggle. Giggle's probably the word I was looking for. But you build an oil tanker. Oil tanker will build an oil derrick. Oil platform, that's what it's called. And then I think I need another one? Not enough gold, mine more gold. Okay, well, makes sense. I've been burning through this stuff like crazy. Now, the significance of gold and timber, or lumber, or whatever you want to call it, it's used for building structures, upgrades, a lot of stuff. The oil is also used for building a blacksmith. But the ironic thing is, when you play a skirmish, they usually give you enough oil to get all of the upgrades you need anyway. So it's kind of funny, kind of silly, kind of weird. But yeah, oil is really used for all of these ships. Now, I don't remember if I get the guy back and I can use him for transport, or I have to build another. Either way, I need 4 platforms, so I might as well just build them up. I want a few more peons, because once this gets cached, I'm just going to send him right over there, and that's going to be that. Done building ship. Looks like he's loading up. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's see. Let's save real quick. Yep. I'm still so delighted this game runs natively, but it terrifies me that it's going to crash in a second. Build a shipyard, 4 oil platforms. Okay. So, once this guy comes out of here... Come here. There's absolutely no need for me to go gung-ho over... what was I just going to say? Over our oil infrastructure. Realistically, as long as I can at least get it built, that's what counts. I want one of you to build me a lumberyard right about there. That'll really help out. And there we go. 1 more. You got the money for it? Might as well, yeah? What was your problem here? Yeah, there we go. I guess I could build another Great Hall closer. How much gold is in here anyway? 12,000 really isn't enough of a reason for me to do that. Anyway, we have 3 destroyers now. Perfect. That gives us a good amount of sea dominance. Build. There we go. Elven destroyers. That's what I thought. There we go. Very good. And we'll have the 3rd ship here. And I want this third ship to lead, because it has the most amount of HPs. There we go, very good. We're getting quite a bit of work done just by having some strong, you know, the healthiest unit lead. Can you get this thing? That's all there is to that. We could probably screw up a few more destroyers this way. But just to be on the safe side, and I've got the money. And you know the rule. Megacycle's #1 rule is, for the love of goodness, don't be sitting on a ton of cash. In this case, it's the base resources of gold and lumber and oil. Okay, you're gonna go back, that's fine. How heavy are these oil platforms? 650? Wow. For a couple of sticks over some oil, that's pretty impressive. I would love to. Now, when this guy drops off, yep, I'd like you to just come right up there. Still love it. Arg? Like a question mark? Okay, cool. Building destroyed. Plop that down. Wreck him. You're the healthiest. I need you to start picking fights. Now, in other games, units become less and less effective the more they're damaged. That's not the case in this gaming universe. What really happens is the unit is 100% effective until it dies. So that's why we've been making sure that the healthiest units are up front, sucking up the damage, and even this really damaged one here still does the 2 to 35. He doesn't degrade at all. So that's an important thing to keep aware of, or be mindful of, or what have you. As long as we keep the healthier units up front, our army can last a lot longer. Or just keep moving, now attack. There we go. Much better. And build right there. And what else do they got here? Yep, that makes our army much more effective. Let the healthy guys up front, let the weak guys in the back kick a whole lot of butt, and there's not a whole lot of question about it after that. Now, the humans have an ability to heal their units, the orcs not so much, so this rule is really, really important as an orc player. Got a group of guys, like same thing here. We got a group right here. We've got some damaged units. A little bit of work here. Put them in the back like this. There, move them forward into battle. Healthy guys up front. No big deal, but you can get a lot more bang for your buck if you've got a group of weak units and just produce one good one, or whatever. Makes sense. Tactics 101 with the Johnny Man. Oh, I don't even have to wreck the shipyard and all your stuff, but I'm gonna anyway. And I think in this one, I've had 0 losses.
Work complete.
Oh, so much oil. That's ridiculous. I love it, don't get me wrong. There we go. Victory! Peon's better than slave. I'll take it. And 0 losses. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I'm going to take a break right here. This has been the first 3 missions of the Orcish campaign. Warcraft 2. My name is John Megacycle. Thanks again for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to catch you next time.